Good morning. Giving honor to God who's the head of my life. It's Woe Wednesdays. And y'all live with Dre on Freedom Ain't Free. And before we get off into the topic this morning, I just want to say that tomorrow is the pre-football game for the Lions, okay? And if y'all rooting for Detroit, let's just say y'all could come down to 7512 McNichols, have some drinks, some lamb chops, and watch the preseason game of the Detroit Lions because it's gonna be good. And we rooting for the Lions this year. We going to the Super Bowl, believe it or not. But I'll wait till we get a few viewers and then we'll kick this Woe Wednesdays off. But again, if you're not doing nothing tomorrow, which is Thursday, from 6 to 2, you come down to 7512 McNichols and watch the preseason Lions game because we rooting for Detroit this year. And I hope a lot of y'all is. But we'll get off into this Woe Wednesday. So, of course, y'all knew I was going to pop off and pop on here and discuss the 10-year-old that was beating ass at Little Caesars Arena. Everybody was making excuses. I read all the comments. People were sending it to me left and right. Good morning, Bone. Basically, here's my thing. It's no excuse. A lot of parents got a lot of kids, young or old. My mom had 9 kids. So with that being said, it's no excuse that your 10-year-old daughter wearing lashes, your 10-year-old daughter is wearing makeup, your 10-year-old daughter got more lives than me. I'm talking about in real life, though. I was trying to kill them. Your 10-year-old got more likes than me on one video. I'm talking about this little girl is doing a fool. I watched a few videos because people were sending them to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, y'all gotta have to understand that we've been talking about kids for the past couple of weeks now. Like, come on now. Again, this little girl is watching somebody and she's basically imitating. I'm talking about she got a whole video of calling all us some bald head bitches, and I'm in there dying like, wait a minute. Like, you can't ask people who raising these kids because y'all know the parents. So stop asking that question. The second thing is, if y'all stop agreeing to the madness, then the madness won't continue. Like, somebody gotta grab a hold of her. She need love, literally. It don't matter if she got parents or not. Something ain't right over there in that household, that situation. It's like, and then some of y'all was in the comments like, my kid would have did the same thing. Your kid would have did what? First of all, why was it 1 million Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the Future concert anyway? And if that's all he attracting, then he might need to get him a job. Because that's sad, because the way these kids was downtown throwing down, I'm talking about, like, where was the parents? Where was the people that was supposed to be chaperoning these kids? This little girl was out of control and then didn't care. Woke up the next day and made a whole video about slamming and slapping whoever was at the party. Like, but these y'all kids though, and y'all allow y'all kids to hang around these type of kids. And y'all don't understand, like, bad energy definitely gets off on you. These spirits, all these kids be out of control. Your kids was there too, then. But they wasn't acting ignorant. They wasn't irate. They wasn't disrespecting adults. That's the thing. Like, kids be out of control. Like, if you can't send your child to a concert and they don't know how to act, they shouldn't be at the concert. Point blank, period. But that little girl was, I'm like, the way she was swinging, I know them hard hits was hard because little people got a lot of strength, whether people know it or not. And baby, I would have been like, girl, I would have been upset too because you swinging on me. But then I'm thinking, like, whoever she was with, they were swinging on them. So she just basically jumped in. But from the videos that I seen, they say baby been fighting her whole life and she only been here 10 years. No, they mama wasn't there, and if she was, I want her to get on my live, because there's nowhere in hell. And it's no excuse that I got all these kids. No, not at all. That's the problem. Y'all better stop loving y'all kids with materialistic shit. Money, you know what I'm saying, concerts, shoes, and shit like that, and love them from the heart, so they can have the understanding what true love really is. She was at the concert. I'm blown away. I really am. I didn't read that. Like, what was baby at? Because I didn't see her. I seen all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles standing around. I'm talking about grabbing, snatching, doing their thing. I never seen the mama nowhere. Okay? But for those that just checked in on this live, I hope y'all watching the preseason game of the Lions tomorrow, because tomorrow's Thirsty Thursdays, and I usually don't go live on Thursdays. But of course, y'all know I'm going live for the Lions, okay? And if y'all not doing nothing tomorrow, y'all need to come down to 7512 6 Mile. Come have some drinks again, some lamb chops, you know what I'm saying? Good music, and watch the Lions take off, because whether it's preseason or not, we going to the Super Bowl. And if you ain't with us, you against us, that means you on the wrong live this morning, okay? But again, them kids though, like, no. At some point, these little girls should know how to act in public. I'm talking about this baby had 10 years old, had a full face of lashes. That baby had on a nice little purse, nice little outfit. All I kept through the whole video. Now I watched the whole video, right? So through the whole video, I'm like, where Pinky go? Baby is running through. I'm talking about running through people. I'm talking about snatching, grabbing, like. And she wasn't grabbing chips, y'all. Baby was whooping ass in there, and I know the hits was hurting, like, because as an adult, if you pop me, my reaction is to pop you back. So I know them kids was in there on tip. But baby, it's no way. Y'all gotta start. Y'all kids need some manners, first of all. And if they don't know how to act in public, stop sending them out. Okay? And then I was on Instagram. It was an incident where it's a young man that's actually looking for a lot of kids that are in Detroit that are missing. Some of y'all men need to take heed. Well, the men that don't work, as well as you men that are, y'all work the block, y'all should get with that man and go over there on East Otter Drive and 7 Mile and help him find these children, because basically what he's saying is a house with a whole bunch of kids in it. So, a mixed race. So at some point, I know a lot of y'all's probably seen that as well as myself. So take the initiative to reach out to that man and try to get some help for these people. Well, for these kids. Because it don't look like the law is so caught up in whatever the law got going on. It's pathetic. They not worried about what's really happening in the world and what we really got going on in the world. Because it's so many kids been missing for so long. It's like, ooh, it's sad. It really is. But it's crazy because it's like, I ain't gonna say it's the good kids missing, because that would be unfair. But you badass kids, like the one that was at Little Caesars Arena cutting up, I want to know what her grades is like. I want to know how they living over there, because there's no way that you allowed your child to come out with a full facial lashes. I'm talking about baby had a mani-pedi, okay, on the hand, cutting up, like. But this is how y'all raising y'all kids. And it's very, very sad. It's like, you live to learn. You do. And it's very sad, like I said. And y'all should pay more attention to these kids, as well as stop putting them in a position to be grown. Because that little girl is beyond grown. And she probably know more stuff than I do, the way she was talking on them lives. But at some point, you got to grab a hold of your kid, because it's a lot going on in the world. Literally. And y'all don't be caring, and it's sad. At some point, though, y'all should. But we're going to let we're going to let that go, and we're going to discuss this World Wednesdays, because at some point, y'all got to know the Lions about to go to the Super Bowl and win. Okay? And I'm hyped up about it. I don't know about y'all, but I really am, and I'm ready for them to do something good for Detroit. Okay? Again, it's a lot of y'all been inboxing me, so since it's World Wednesdays and we discussing different things, let's discuss. A lot of y'all are doing the back to school program, so y'all can hit me up far as, the back to school programs, y'all locations and all of that stuff. And if y'all not doing too much, guess what? Go over on Dexter, because Big Barbie, she's having a $25, $50, and $100 sale of grab bags. So if y'all made it to the summer grab bags, then I hope y'all make it to the winter, because it's school supplies, all type of different things, coats, shoes, boots, everything, you name it. So that's another giveaway. And then of course Kayla Straughter does her back to school thing every year, so Y'all can also get with her if y'all got supplies that y'all want to donate or anything like that. Then y'all can get with Kayla Strader on Facebook as well. And again, it's Woe Wednesdays, and it's a lot going on. I'm talking about literally throughout the world. And we try to figure out, like, damn, who raising these kids though? I mean, y'all going back to school, like, I would feel some type of way that if this 10-year-old was in my child's class and she was going to school, just on the strength of how she was trying to fight grown people. Our kids don't got a fighting chance, but then if your kid from the trenches, then she ain't got a fighting chance, if you know what I mean. Because at some point it's like, these kids is out of control out here, literally. When you see stuff on the news, the first thing you think, like, they be like, oh, such and such ran away. And y'all know how we think, they out fucking, period. The parents are raising these kids. That's the first thing we think, though, when you be like, oh, the 12-year-old girl ran away. Then you look at the picture and be like, she ain't ran away. She with some nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, I didn't see the mother. Everybody was inboxing me about, did I see the mom? Can somebody please send me the picture? Because I'm going to inbox the mom myself and ask her, do you want to do an interview, baby? Because your daughter was cutting up in the city. And I would like to know two things. Are you embarrassed, number one? And number two, where's her daddy? Because at some point, y'all got to know, these black kids need two parents. I'm talking about they need a mama and a daddy. I don't give a damn if you get them a stepdaddy. But at some point, y'all got to know these kids need both parents. Look at them. They out of control out here. I'm talking about in the world. Then you got these kids that's so out of control that the daddy don't even want to be like, oh, that's my daughter. Because look how y'all cut, though. And then y'all, it's coming from, all of that be stemming from the mama cutting into the kids. Oh, you can't call your daddy, you a bitch too. Like, y'all have to stop doing that. These kids be really needing their fathers, but all because y'all be butthurting in y'all feelings, guess what? They get the short end of the stick. And for the fathers that know they got kids out here and they don't want to deal with them because they don't want to deal with the mothers, y'all some pussies. And y'all need to tuck y'all tail. And y'all the niggas that need to be in prison or at the war. Because at some point, nobody told you to get that nut, make this seed. Now hear this badass kid here chirp. I'm talking about terrorizing the world. But the fact of the matter is this. I don't care what nobody said. Kids need two parents. I don't give a damn if it's one household, two households, four households. These kids is out of control. And then it's like, they be mad when you be like, okay, well, what happened? And where he was at? What you was doing. It's like kids, the little boys, they more or less is like, them niggas is thieves, hard-headed as fuck, and treacherous, okay? And the little girls, y'all out of control. Y'all set up artists, y'all wild as hell. But to actually see a 10-year-old out there, I'm talking about macking bitches like, what? Why the fuck she wasn't at home in bed? And why was she at the Future concert with you? I just don't understand it. I guess it ain't for me to understand because my daughter or sons would have never. Because some things ain't for kids. And some of y'all parents don't have an understanding of that because had y'all did, your child would have never been in that building. Now, just picture little DMX because she was acting like, okay, out there wilding out. What if she had a little pistol in her purse? Then what? Oh, okay. Y'all don't be thinking about stuff like that. Because it's funny to y'all. It wasn't nothing funny about it to me. When I seen it, I'm like, oh, this little bitch whooping ass. This gotta be a midget. That's the first thing I thought about. But then somebody sent it to me like, I hope you had this on Messy Mondays or Friday. And then I blowed the picture up. First of all, they told me she was 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm not sure exactly how old the little girl is. But what I do know is she got them hands. And I like to literally sit down and have a talk with her. She need a mentor. Because at some point, something ain't going right in that house. I don't care. People keep saying she got a lot of kids. So the fuck did Mary? She had a whole bunch of lambs. But that don't mean because you got a lot of kids, they got to be out of pocket. I had 4 as a teenager and I still was up. Like, okay, we about to all learn together. But clearly ain't nobody learned nothing on that end. And it's sad, but it's true. But at some point, y'all gotta do better. But again, we you know what? Fuck these kids. Let's talk about the Lions. Because if y'all not ready, I'm ready. Because why is these kids calling me?